Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey.
What's up?
We are back.
We are back. It was a little bit bigger break than I think usual, but hey, life
We needed a break.
happens.
We needed the
We
break.
needed a
Honestly,
break. I
I needed the break.
needed breaks, everything. I mean,
Yeah,
life
like come
is
on.
a lot more than just this, but we appreciate everybody who's tapped in. If you are checking us out now, make sure you check out Girl Chat Sports on all your socials as well as Facebook. We got a great group. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is where you can always find us and see us.
Yep.
I still feel that even if you listen to us on any of the, you can find us on Apple, Google Pod, Spotify, but I feel like you just got to watch us. That's what it is.
Right.
So
Right.
that's how it is. When I noticed the notes from or when we were our very last episode or this episode before last, we were talking about the Met Gala, Vegas Gold Knights losing in their last round of hockey. We
Stanley
were
is
talking.
over and has a new home.
Listen, it's
We have
been
been gone for a minute.
we've been gone for a hot minute, but that's okay. We are here now. It's been a while. We appreciate happy
Right.
belated Father's Day to all the
Yes.
fathers, stepdaddies, grandpas, brothers, uncles, fur dads, all that. We
Sugar
appreciate
daddies,
you.
cat
Sugar dad.
daddies.
Where's my Costco daddy at though? That's what I'm still
Yeah.
waiting for. I just need you to pay this Costco bill because I love me some
Yeah.
Costco.
I just need the Costco run and the supplies. Just bring me some Costco stuff. I don't
Just
like going in there
please.
anymore if I'm not with my dad.
Oh, I
My
love
dad
me
hasn't
some
been here, so now that he's
anytime.
back, maybe we'll do our
Anytime.
Costco days again.
But it's been a minute, so we appreciate you, those of you that are going to tap in or tapping in with us. We also are celebrating Pride Month, so happy Pride Month to all of
You
the
pride.
LGBTQI plus community. We love and appreciate you. You got allies in
Yes, we
us.
do.
Yes. And it's also Juneteenth tomorrow.
Yes, it is
So
Juneteenth tomorrow. Celebrate my holiday. Let's do it. I have to
celebrate
work,
it.
but I'm gonna celebrate anyway. I'll be celebrating after work, during.
There's a lot of, and here's the deal. I appreciate those places that are celebrating that aren't in the climate that we're in because it's currently 105, 108, 109. It is hard to be outside celebrating anything in this heat. However, I know
Yeah,
that there's
yeah, it is.
like, where's the Juneteenth pool party at? Because it's so hot. Luckily there are some evening events. I know that there's this one at Craig Ranch Park, which is tomorrow from I believe it starts at 4 and it ends at 8:30. That's the one on the right hand side at Craig Ranch, the Karen White one. It's free for the whole family, as well as there's one by the Clark County's doing one on Saturday at the Government Center. That's the one that like Chelsea Gray and a couple of the Aces will be at as well. They'll be taking part in the Clark County's Juneteenth
Yeah,
at the
that'll be
Government
good.
Center. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's going to be Saturday. Again, 4 p.m. We can't start nothing at 1 or 11 because it's blazing here right now.
Well, the thing of it is even if you had Pride and you had the Pride parades and anything that's associated with that, I mean, it's still too hot to do any of these
It's
activities.
so
Honestly, the outdoor
much.
thing is, and just not only those three events you mentioned, there's tons of events going around town for Juneteenth,
Yes.
concerts, all kinds of different venues. What's the Springs Reserve's got something going on. I think even Smith Center's got stuff going on. West Las Vegas Library's got stuff. So there's plenty of ways for us to celebrate Emancipation Freedom Day. But I will, like I said, have to work. But that's okay. That's okay because
That's
it's
okay.
always Freedom Day for me. You know. So
Absolutely.
we'll be all right.
Absolutely. We're
Yeah.
going to be all right. Let me see. Oh, I see. This is super small. How do I make that bigger? Oh, no, that wasn't it. There's this
What's
new
that?
function where you can add the comments, but I see they're very down low in the very bottom. I think I like it better this way, so we're just going to take them off. What's up, Dre Bailey?
What did he say? I
Linzo
can't even
Ball
read
is in the
that.
building.
Ah! He's so funny. Love him. Not to let the ball bounce.
Yes,
They've been consistently doing their show, having
they've been consistent. We
good. They've been
appreciate them for
consistent showing up for
that.
work, showing up to
Yes,
give the people
yes,
what they want.
yes.
Shout out to them. I've been listening. Great show, guys.
Good times.
Good
Uh,
times.
we gotta kick it off because I know you sent me something about UNLV is going to start paying their NIL deals and
Right.
start paying their athletes, which is
Yeah.
great. I think that's fantastic.
Yeah.
I know
They
there
need
was
to.
a bunch of hoopla happening, but let's just be real. Nevada money, even with all the casinos and all the people that own casinos out here, ain't got nothing on that Texas oil money. Because these boys in Texas, just a quick glimpse of what they turned basically their stadium, their field into
a car dealership.
Into a car, not even just a car, like a sports car dealership.
All I saw was Lambos. And I was like, okay, this is where we're at.
I didn't realize that it didn't have any music, so it kind of sucked. But it was.
But just a snippet of that is enough to know, like
you know what's happening here. Yeah. You know what's going on. It's just
and this is one person. Let's be clear. This is not just. This is one oil tycoon guy that's got long money, that is willing to pay not only the male athletes, but he's paying that the one black female softball athlete. She was the first to get her.
She got that mill ticket.
Yeah, she was. So he's doing it for the Longhorns. I mean, Matthew McConaughey could never. This guy's
he don't got that long money.
You can wear the brown suit. You can be on the sidelines with these guys. You can be courtside. You can be like your acting coach McConaughey, but I ain't got these guys on their payday.
You can't even. Right.
You can't even. It's wild. I mean, it's so wild. But,
can you imagine coming to your recruitment trip and this is how they're getting you? They're like, boom, pick out your car. What do you want?
I mean, it's a huge responsibility for these kids. And if I were a parent, I'd be like, listen, sell the car. Sell the car. You don't need a Lambo. Being a college athlete, trying to test people on the road, racing. I don't want anything to happen to you. That's just my thing. I'd be like, sell the car if you can and get the money or get the cash value of the car and just say it's a very
I wonder if they can or if they're just leased. I wonder if they're just leased or not.
Maybe they're leased. I mean, maybe they are. But at the end of no 18-year-old should have no Lambo responsibly. That car is a very sophisticated car. It is definitely one not for the weak. And you just got to be careful.
That's a lot of
it's a lot of horses under that thing to handle.
We're going to get into one of the Jugadores later in regards to their car and speeding, but I digress. We also need to talk about the big three. So the big three is out again, but they changed it up a little bit. So now the 8 teams all have a city they're repping. So it's like Baltimore and I think LA. I mean, there's like 8 cities. Well, they've been squabbling. First, you had Steven Jackson go off in the locker room on somebody, we don't know who. Someone then recorded it and it went. He had a whole thing on social media this past
he's looking for the person that recorded it. He swears he's gonna find him.
At this point, whatever. He said he was gonna burn him.
Well, he said that in the video that he was gonna burn him. Mm-hmm. And then he says, "Google me, B," which I don't know what in the Housewives. We're getting zesty now. You're coining a phrase.
It's very reality TV.
Like, I was very intrigued. Like, dude, you're an old man. You're a grown man. No one's saying that. What are you talking about, sir?
And no one needs to Google. We understand who you are. Like, come on, it's not.
You're getting mad at a big three. It's like going. Being intramurals or AU back. Like, what are you talking about?
The AAU is coming out. But we also had a big showdown between Dwight Howard, Lance Stevenson. They went at it. I didn't even get the video.
I did see the video of this. Nope. Depending on the angle, like the main video didn't show any punches. It just looked like a tussle in wrestling.
Right, like
there
a
was
headlock.
A couple swings that tried to land, missed. I mean, the old men are getting upset. The uncles are upset out there. They are getting very chippy. I don't know what's going on with the uncles, but I need y'all to simmer down.
Oh man, it's too much. Dre mentioned
he is too
playing
old for
victim
that.
all the time, and we are definitely going to talk about the WNBA brawls. We're getting very 80s, 90s NBA in the WNBA.
Yes,
so
we are going to talk about that for sure.
We are going to talk about that for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Big Three as well, and I honestly tried watching it for a few minutes. It didn't land
with you, huh?
I don't know. I think it was one of the guys they have as the commentator. His suit jacket was too tight. And so the whole time I'm looking at him, all I could see was like, just open it up, just unbutton it. Like you don't got to be that professional and don't fit.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking. But
I mean, I don't know. It's just a lot of sports going on. I just needed a little break on that, and I just wanted to catch the little highlights and snippets and the
yeah, I mean, I
messiness of it
tried.
all.
I
This is
said I
definitely
did.
entertainment.
We'll watch the highlights when they come on social
Yeah,
media and
like
whatnot. No big deal.
that's all they're good for at this point for me and my summer.
Yeah. Speaking of
Yeah,
Lord Stanley earlier, he's back. He's staying in Florida. So I was
sucks.
hoping the Oilers could pull this one off and we
I
could
was
have a
hoping
little
to.
Canadian celebration, but
Yeah,
it's
I was
staying in
hoping to.
Florida. And get this, Lord Stanley, less than 24 hours. I'm probably thinking it was less than 12 hours. Already had a crack and the bottom is dented.
Florida, go Florida.
Florida going Florida, but this obviously isn't the first time anything's happened to Lord Stanley.
No,
There were
Stanley's
a
been
few
through it.
other years where it had taken some early hits, but the keepers are planning to get it repaired before the parade on Sunday. So if you're in
Okay,
Fort Lauderdale and you're not into hockey, don't be downtown.
okay.
It's gonna
Yeah,
be
the
wild.
Knights could never. We treated Stanley very well. Stanley had a great
Very
time in Vegas.
well.
Stanley was
Stanley
doing
was
the.
treated with the utmost respect, but I do
He
need to
sure
give it out.
was.
We have to give it out to the Panthers because they did let all of the first time cup winners take the Stanley Cup for a tour on the ice first, like Nate Schmidt, our former VGK
Our former
Misfit.
Knight,
He got his
Schmitty.
first Stanley Cup with them, and so he
Yeah.
does get passed off to him first, which is really
Well,
cool.
that's good. Schmitty
Absolutely.
representing. Still a Knight though.
He's still not always and
Still,
forever.
he's always gonna be
Uh,
Golden Knights for me.
One last hot topic before we get into the rest of the show. We gotta talk about your Lakers, Mo. I mean,
Yeah, I woke up to this. Literally, I woke up to this. I took a disco nap and I just kind of tapped into social media and I see this and I'm like, what? And then I sent it to the family group chat and everybody responded with the eyes emoji.
and for those that are just watching, that's a B, not an M. That's a
Yeah,
10
$10
billion.
billion.
Billion. Mind you, this is the same Mark Walter is the same man who also has a majority stake in the Dodgers. So
And
my
also the Andretti
question,
Company, that's with the
yeah,
National Professional Women's Hockey League, also the Los Angeles Sparks. He's also got some. This man is staying in the sports arena. If you don't know, quiet as kept.
listen,
He's a quiet billionaire
is he married?
from Northwestern University, who's 65 years old, which is fairly young.
Yeah,
and has now acquired.
and look at that profit. So we the buses have had the Lakers for 5 decades.
Yeah,
bought it for $67.5 million dollars.
Yeah.
Sold for 10. It's almost like $9.5 billion. Or wait, that's even more.
That's a great look. At first, I was kind of like, "What? Why would she do that? This, that, and the other." It's like, why wouldn't you?
Well, why not? Why would you take that money?
You know,
why
get that
wouldn't
money while you can.
This is the largest sale of a professional sports franchise in North America. This beats out the Celtics evaluation.
Okay.
I mean, it's huge. I don't know what the soccer and Euro stuff is sold for, but so far this is the highest. They say worldwide. I saw somebody else say in North America. Fact check it if you want, people, but this is insane. 10 billion.
Well, we better have $10 million of trophies coming in the near future. Then we better be back on top then, because this owner not only is the one that strategically got Mookie Betts and Shohei Ohtani and Freddie Freeman to come over to LA and pay them top dollars, and we won a championship with that World Series, if we have to remind the audience, especially Dre Bailey, if he's still watching against the Yankees. This is the same investment. So we want to see that same return on this investment as well in Lakerland. Like, I want to see what this brings and what players of value we could get to the franchise, what the offseason trades are going to look like, what Luka's going to look like for the future, what LeBron's intent is going to be. Is Rob Pelinka still going to be our GM? Like, what's the placement of all of this? Is Magic
What's it looking
back?
like?
Like, what are we doing? So I want to see that $10 billion be a successful investment, meaning more championships. We need to be on that par for that, for sure.
I'm walking off on a little tangent here because we know the issues we've seen with the Dodgers in regards to their not supporting the DEI.
Oh yeah,
we're going to talk about the national anthem later.
Yeah,
but him being a majority owner there, and the Sparks have always supported Pride, everything, DEI, all that. So my thing is, if he owns all these, like, who's the person that's making this decision over the Dodgers then?
Well, I
Because
think
he
it's
seems to
probably
be over
if it's
everything.
Rob Manfred, the GM, if it's the president, I don't know. This
Crazy.
guy sounds like he's just a silent owner
It's
to a certain
wild.
degree.
Just the
And
money
it's
behind
very
it.
disappointing. But I told you they took a little trip over to DC. I told you I was already kind of
Yeah.
on the list of I
Yeah.
ain't really paying attention to him, so I'm not really
And
surprised at this point. But
but it's
I
crazy.
do
I just
know.
hope those things don't filter into Lakerland or whatever
Well, I
else.
know Mark Walter, being an Illinois guy, was definitely a Obama guy. He's definitely Democratic National Convention guy.
Good.
Definitely was on that side of that. But
So that
again,
means
he
there's
is
somebody else
a
in that Dodge
there. Yeah,
organization
it's
screwing it
it's
up.
not him. I think it's a side. It's the other family or whoever else came in. From whatever. I don't know. They're just on one right now. They're bugging out, but they're gonna find out soon enough. I mean that the Latino community is huge for Dodger presence in the stadium. It's
Hello.
nothing like a Los
And to
Angeles Dodgers
know
without
that
seeing that
they
and being there.
basically took away so many homes from Mexican Americans to build Dodger
Right,
Stadium
right. The
is
history even before, yeah,
wild.
it is wild. So
Oh,
it's digging
yeah,
up a lot of history with that, and now it's just I don't know. These
absolutely.
guys are bugging out,
Hey,
but like
what's
I said,
Heather? Thanks for tapping in with us.
now that he owns the Lakers, I just want to see some championships. That's where I'm at right now.
That part.
I
What's
want
up,
to be
John?
in the conversation.
We appreciate you tapping in too.
Hi, Heather.
Here's it's too much. A couple. So we got a couple jugadores, and one of them, Richard Sherman. Here's what I don't understand. Richard Sherman got
That's
charged
your
with a
guy.
DUI. This is back from when he got arrested back in February 2024. They said it took a year to complete the blood alcohol test. What Quest or whatever what network do you use where it takes a year to get the results of your blood alcohol test?
I don't understand why these
I don't know.
retroactive charges are coming up, and it's the
And I
same
don't
thing with the
know if
Sean
it's
Kemp
like,
thing that just popped up again. Like it's now
but you're
like
gonna get charged now. Like, was it a big attorney thing where your attorney trying to fight it for a year? But the say that the blood results did not come back for a year seems extensive. I don't know. Anyways, he had 0.11. 0.08 is the legal limit in Washington. So,
DUI. I mean,
hey, moving
I don't know
on.
what to say. I don't know what to say. It's crazy.
Shedeur Sanders, not that this is the biggest Tugador thing in the world, but of course we know he's gotten his new cars, his fancy cars. He got it ticketed early Tuesday morning, like around 12:30 in the morning, going 101 in a 60-mile-per-hour zone.
Yeah, I was gonna wonder what time it was. Was it a late night,
It
early
was
morning type
12:35 or
situation
something like that in the
where he
morning
thought
on
nobody was
Tuesday.
on the road and could push it to the limits? He's got to be careful. I mean, luckily it's a incident that didn't get any worse and it didn't ruin his new season. And thank God it's an off-season incident. Hopefully, we'll have any incidents during the season, Shedeur.
Hopefully, he
But
takes it as like a
he done
warning,
get
like,
in a
hey,
sports car.
just keep it chill.
Yeah, but this is what the same thing you're gonna run into with these Longhorn kids getting these fast cars. They're gonna push and test limits.
Well, Texas, I think Texas is one of those states where, oh, wait, no, it's Montana doesn't have a speed limit, or they used to not have a speed limit. I think,
yeah,
Texas
I don't
is
know.
speed.
Like these kids are still young and they do a lot of reckless things, and it's lucky that no one
And
was out
don't
there
let that
to
Cleveland winter set in, and
or
he's
him
out there
hurt
trying to
somebody.
fly around in the snow because
Yeah, like I don't
Cleveland
know. Like
streets are all different.
crazy.
I don't know. It's wild. So, anyways, getting into some Vegas sports, we do want to shout out to Jack Eichel. This is his first Olympics. He will be on Team USA for the 2026 Winter Games. First time, which is dope. And we know
And
how
I got
big.
to meet Jack Eichel.
Oh,
and he has the strongest handshake ever, and he's the nicest guy ever. And I honestly kind of have a mini crush. He's actually a very good-looking guy.
He's handsome.
And he's tall.
Really? I didn't realize he was that tall.
He's tall. I looked up like
I didn't get that picture from you. I didn't get that little.
And the crazy thing is, what's so funny about it is he's had his hand out extended to shake my hand because I was just like, oh, I'm Mo, because he's at the dealership. Shout out to Vegas Auto Gallery. And he had his hand out for a second. I just was like looking down, putting merch together for him. And I'm like, oh, you have your hand. And I'm shaking it. I look up and I'm like, oh, you ginger snap you. You're tall. And firm
they say about the redheads.
And a little callous too, like he works hard.
Well, because he got, he's holding sticks all day.
He is, but it was just like the firm handshake. But
listen, a firm handshake is, my dad always said, a firm handshake is a good sign of any man.
It is, but he didn't crush my hand. He was gentle, but it was a nice firm.
It was sturdy. It was assertive.
Yes, and very polite.
I love it. Good.
Yeah.
Well, good
Shout out
for
to
him.
that. Yeah.
We also had, there was, I think, the unveiling today of what is what is it called? The excellent Tom Brady, Fountain
I
Blue.
saw this.
It's the Hall of Excellence. So this is what we talked
Right.
about earlier before. It's actually opening up finally on Friday the 20th. It's at Fountain Blue. They had like a media thing today, so Tom and all the gang were there. But tickets are $35 general admission, $20 for children up to 15, and then there's a $30 $5 discount Nevada residents or seniors or military with valid ID. So
Yeah, I remember
yeah.
when they were conceptualizing this and talking about it. So
So you'll have
yeah.
a self-guided tour.
Okay.
And I believe it's who was it? Come on. Someone's watching, the self-guided tour was it's told Morgan Freeman. It's Morgan
So
Freeman
you'll have
Freeman.
Oprah, Bob Costas, Snoop Dogg, Tom Brady, being immersive like voiceovers explaining
Yeah.
each
And you'll
exhibit.
have apparently one of Jordan's shoes are there. There'll be all the different trophies in the trophy room, like the Vince
Kobe's
Lombardi, the
nationalized televised
Heisman.
jersey. I would like to see
Mm-hmm.
that. Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
cool. And
So
I'm
this will be
sure
good.
7 Super Bowl rings for Tom Brady. I definitely want to see that because, the ring conversation did come up with LeBron and on that podcast he does with Steve Nash about are
Yeah.
we a ring like culture? Like, is it always the ring culture thing? Why has it got to be all about the rings for the equateness of greatness, the equation of greatness?
Yeah.
And I mean, basketball definitely a ring culture, but I'd say football is too. Look at Tom with the 7, even though he's
Absolutely.
one player.
Absolutely.
People be wanting that dream.
They
So,
want it. They definitely
hmm
want it. So that's
yeah,
good to see. And I mean, here's the deal. We all know the Fountain Blue was cut back on staff. They haven't had
right.
the turnout that they expected. I feel like this will at least bring some more foot traffic in. I was on that resort pass, which is like where you can buy like a day at the pool or a day at the spa, any of the local casinos and
Yeah.
whatnot. Fountain Blues was like the cheapest one day pass. There's like
And they got a nice spa
$25.
in there. That spa
But
is
I'm
like
saying
next
just for
level.
the pool, $25 because most of them charge 30, 40, 50. Fountain Blues is 25. And I was like,
That's not bad. Well, they do
it's
the
not
movie
bad at
nights
all.
there too. They're doing like what Cosmo does with the
Right.
pool
I
and
just
the movie.
haven't,
So
I got to look up those calendars again. So we
yeah,
can
they've
check one of
got
those out.
some specials going on over there.
Okay.
And it's a pet
Okay.
friendly hotel. They do have a dog tower, so the pets can come and
Oh,
get
I did not
dogs.
know
It's one
that.
of the pet friendly hotels. Well,
Okay.
Miami, so they're gonna have the animals.
So throughout my month long of us being off, I've taken a couple trips out of town. I got to witness in Minnesota and Minneapolis. I went to an ultimate frisbee game because we had nothing else to do. Me and my girlfriend were like, boom, and they were playing at like Vikings practice facility, right? So we're watching frisbee. We were at a bar talking with people, and I was like, "Tell me about this frisbee thing." Like, I thought about frisbee golf. What is that they do that? And I'm like, I've seen that. And I'm like, tell me. And this guy was like, it's a professional league. There's 24 teams. Vegas has a team. They just got a team. And I was like, no, they don't. Hang on. So here's me on social media that day. Well, come to find out. And 2 weeks later, this past, Saturday, I went to the Vegas Bighorns game. They play at Bonanza High School. So it's not Vikings Field, but it's their first year. They're still looking for their first win. But when I tell you, the MC, the mascot I was blown away. The Bighorn mascot is Biggie. He's a Bighorn, obviously. The DJ,
that's crazy.
MC. But it's a legit fun time. And I'm letting you know this because there's 2 games left at home. They play July 5th and July 12th at Bonanza High School. It's cheap to get in. You can bring your own BYO food, BYO whatever. I have my water canteen with me. This is just a little video I took of it because I was entertained, and I didn't realize Bonanza High School was so close to me, but 2, if you get up to the top of the bleacher and you're facing the strip, you can see like the whole strip skyline from the bleachers. It's really pretty. Anyway, here's a quick little vid.
Hammer! Vegas score!
And so it's basically like the rules are similar, and we're gonna get more information on this later, but it's basically like basketball and football together. Like
I
obviously they have
noticed
like
that. I'm just like, okay. First of
entertaining.
all,
I'm
July 5th is
entertained.
going to be 115 degrees. July 12th is probably going to be 120 degrees. I'm
Well,
not.
it's at 7 p.m. or 7:30 p.m. So
The
we're talking
message is
almost
still
dusk.
100 degrees.
But that's for anything like an Aviators game, a Lights game. Like all those are
First of all,
Saturdays,
and
7,
secondly, I didn't even know
7:30.
froth existed. I thought George Costanza made that up in Seinfeld when you said there's a frisbee golf. I had
Well,
no
it's
idea
not
that
really
was a
called froth though. That frisbee golf thingy, it's called something else technically.
But I didn't even know the concept is a
Oh
real
yeah.
thing.
No,
I
it is.
mean, it's just like I said,
It
it's a
is.
lot of sports and lots of activities. I mean, those that are into the frisbee tossing, it's perfect. I mean, it looked like a legit game. Like it was
It legit. I mean, there's some listen, there's
have fun.
24 teams all over the country. They're
Wow.
split into 4 conferences. Our conference
Wow.
is the West, of course. There's 6 teams in every conference. It's just
I wouldn't mind seeing
I
that
was
in an
just
arena style thing. If they could do it at the Vikings, why they can't do it at Allegiant? You know what I mean?
well,
With the bookies and stuff.
I'm sure it's well, they're the Minneapolis team is also like the defending champions.
Gotcha.
The league started in 2012. We're now in 2005. This is the first year for Vegas. I don't know what Vegas can and cannot do. I don't know
Didn't even know it was existing. So you just invited me on the whole thing. When you invited me to that, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, it's okay. I'll invite you again one day. Maybe I'll make it's hot. I had my fan ready, but to tell you the truth, once I got there, I wasn't as hot. I wasn't hot. There was a good breeze. I was in the shade. The sun was about to go down anyway.
One of the founding older high schools too, so that's been a school that's been around for many years.
Yeah,
and
it was a good time.
I'm sure to see the skyline in Vegas and all of that was probably a good.
It was cool. I can't, and it worked. So yeah,
that's something to do. Like, hey, it's another activity. Keep you physically in shape if you want to be interested in something like that and play it like just even as in an amateur arena of just something fun to do in the park. I mean, hey, why not?
Yeah. Why not? Over to our Lights. They won on Saturday. Here's what I didn't realize. The Lights are in playoff contention.
I didn't know that either. God, the season is going by fast. They've been in it for a while, and I know they got rid of their coach.
Yeah, they are back. And so listen to this. Their interim head coach, Giovanni, he got his first win on Saturday. Guess how old he is?
How old?
28.
Oh, he's a Tito.
He's part of the Tito club.
Maybe that's what they need.
Maybe that's what they need.
Maybe that's what all they.
Maybe that's what they need.
How's he looking?
I didn't get a picture of him, but I saw him on an interview. I don't know. Maybe I have to see it in person.
I know they have the Lights podcast too. So
yeah,
I remember seeing
the Lights have a Pride Night. They're giving out a scarf ticket package. So it's about $20-$30 for a scarf, but with the package it's like $40 and $35. So there's a Pride scarf that's going to be this Saturday, I think, or is it next Saturday?
Oh, nice.
Next Saturday, the 28th. And then of course they got the 4th of July. They're gonna have fireworks, $1 dogs, $2 beers, $3 fries.
Yeah, we've done that before with the Lights and the 4th of July. That was a good.
Yeah, the 4th of July. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. Cool.
Yeah.
Our Aviators, get this, number 1 in the Pacific League. In the Pacific League West, we are numero uno. We are so far in front. We're 12 games ahead of the next team.
What? That's
I had no idea. I've only been to one game, I think, this summer. So
I had no idea.
They're basically doing better than the A's.
Yeah, the A's. The only highlight of the A's was when they had a great play a few weeks back.
Okay.
That made national attention.
But for those of you like me who love the freebies, these are the promotions that are coming up on the next home stretch. So they'll be back home on the 24th against Albuquerque for like a 6-game road. And you've got fans on the 27th. You got like a hoodie jersey on the 28th. You got the 702 hat on July 2nd.
That. They were selling those at the gift shop. So I do like that they're giving those away. That's cool.
Yeah, they're giving those away. So that'll be fun. Yeah. We got to talk our Aces.
I'm wearing the shirt today.
I see it.
My tattered shirt.
I see it.
Because it's a symbol of how tattered the team is right now.
The struggles we've been facing these past.
So I wear my Struggle Aces t-shirt.
We are currently 5-6. We're back home after playing in Minnesota on Tuesday. We're back home Friday against the Storm. We got Indiana at T-Mobile Arena on Sunday.
Yep.
Asia's been out for 3 games with a concussion.
Yep.
She missed her 3rd game against the Lynx. Here's what I will say. Coming out the gate on Tuesday against the Lynx, the team looked good. They were up like 6 to 8 points. Bench was playing good. Aaliyah Nye is a gem, and I'm really happy with her. KB's been doing a couple things. Kia's stepped up a little bit. I mean, the thing is that even though all those people were stepping up, Jackie, Chelsea, and Jewel were not on their best as well. I mean, it's a struggle bus right now.
And you're playing the Lynx, aren't they? Like, did they just aren't they ranked high right now for the region or something?
They are. They are I think they still are number 1 in the
West or something like that. Yeah. So.
Yes, and they also just won. They also just earned a slot into the Commissioner's Cup for the Western
where we
Conference.
did not, because we lost both of our Commissioner Cup games.
We sure won't be in the Commissioner's Cup.
No, we won't be anywhere if they keep playing like this and these rotations keep happening and they don't find an answer to make this team work. I mean, it's kind of
here's my main question, and not that I'm saying, Mo, you're out there with symbolism and solidarity. Yes, she is.
What did Heather say? I'm sorry.
Heather said you're out there with symbolism and solidarity. With your
I mean, I'm rolling with them. Of course, they're my team. I love them.
They're my team. We're gonna roll. I mean,
I'm realistic as a fan too. I can't be delusional. I'm a Raiders fan. You know that.
Well, here's the deal. You know how many teams we've seen that have gone downhill with the head coach being a GM? I don't know if the thing is we didn't have a GM. So why haven't we hired? We didn't have a GM all start of season. Why haven't we hired a GM?
I don't know what's going on. I really don't.
Somebody needs to get in here.
That's the $1 million question I want to ask in a post-game interview. Like, where's the GM?
And then I just read an article where Cheyenne Parker Tyus is not going to be able to play until the playoff. I'm sorry.
Playoffs.
That part. So, I mean, was that really the move? I mean, maybe we're thinking in the future, and yes, you could add value for next year. But when we were targeting people this year, and there was a bunch of power forwards, centers that were free agents, why isn't it we didn't take one of them that could actually be playing right now? Nothing against her and being a mom, being a family. I'm all for it. But for our team's sake, for the need of the team, we had numerous. BG was a free agent. You had what's the girls? For Texas in the wings, she was a free agent. Like there was so many bigs that were free agents. Any of them, pick one. We could have been here.
We don't have a GM, Melissa, so they couldn't make that decision. I guess. I don't know.
What's up, Guru?
I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. I have yet to go to an Aces home game. I need to be in the Michelob Ultra so I can see and actually dissect what's going on. Yeah. Watching it on my TV is not cutting it because I'm getting upset, and I just need to see the behind the scenes, what's going on her bench, what we're not seeing on camera, to understand what this is. Not for nothing, that De'Erica Hamby hit to Asia, knocking her out 3 games, I think that needs to be studied. Something was
and Asia should have went directly off and she shouldn't have played more. Immediately after that happened, head to the locker room, be done.
And the thing of it is I don't know if that was unintentional. I need that to be studied too. I don't know what that was all about.
Or her coming back with Bam and sitting up in the whatever is coming back for the first game off. Like, if you got a concussion, please just stay home, get healthy, get better. I mean, granted, she needs rest. Like, okay, you're a one-woman team pretty much at this point. Yeah, I see you need the rest, but stay home then. Just get better, please. It's just a lot.
When is he coming back?
We don't know. So as of right now, from what I heard, I know, I think it was B. Sal had an interview, and someone had mentioned to him that like WNBA rules are very similar to the NBA rules when it comes to concussions. So it's like a 3-game, or you have to be able to, get one practice in. So when they went to Minnesota, there was no time for one practice because they were traveling on Monday. So hopefully, I don't know if they're off tomorrow. If they came back already and they had a practice today, maybe she'd be able to play for Friday. If not, I would assume by Sunday. But it's a lot.
And even
Heather
when she was playing,
said
it
she was
wasn't
at
a
the
good
last
game.
game and that the energy seemed off.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. The energy seemed off, and even when she played in that game that she got concussed in, she didn't have the best game either. Like
No.
that was kind of a questionable thing too.
I mean,
I
and
don't
shout out
know.
to I know we won the one game and Jewel had a spectacular last minute shot
Closing
to win
finish of
that.
a clutch shot and
Yeah.
who she is, and
Great
we love
games.
that. But I need her to play. They need to keep her involved, and I need them to pass the ball to her more often.
I think the issue too is that everybody knows how to play around Asia, but when Asia's pulled out the mix, they're
Yeah,
kind
they
of
don't know how
like
to play
scrambling
around.
around.
And this is where it sucks that we
just
we
got
no
the other
longer.
girl who's been on the team for like 5 days. So
Well, this is when we miss AC. This is where like the AC, we needed her,
sixth
and
woman
this
of
is
the
where
year.
that would have been a different fix to a situation.
I miss
But
I miss AC more than I miss Kelsey Plum. I think
oh,
that's
I do
hard
too.
for me to say that.
1,000%.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1,000%. That's why I mentioned AC. I didn't say anything about Kelsey. We got
Yeah.
enough guards. This is another problem with the Aces. They like drafting all these doggone guards. Why?
What for? What are we doing?
What's the point? I don't
The
understand.
league is getting bigger and bigger. Why? I mean, you can't have a small
all these
five out there and
guards for
expect.
what? We need. You see how big Jonquel Jones is and DeWanna Bonner and all these girls down here? Why are we getting all these guards? They can't even shoot over them.
Mind you, the Storm have like 3 centers until the girl left for Dallas. They had 3 centers. We have barely one.
We have a half of one.
I wouldn't even.
And I'm saying the half is when Asia can play either forward or center when they put her in the rotation.
If Asia plays 5, we have a center.
We have her then half of one.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know, but
in.
I'm gonna be in the building. I think for the T-Mobile one for Sunday for sure.
Good.
For Fever and hopefully get to see what's going on with them.
Heather agrees. AC brought something. AC was
she
was always on it. You never saw her have a bad game.
Girl.
She was on D 24/7. She was hustling her butt off. Always.
That's why I said AC element is what is needed. We need her. We need that.
We don't have that.
Fix, yeah.
But speaking of Asia, I'm glad that I didn't buy any of the shoes yet. Okay. I'm glad I haven't purchased any A1s because these ones just popped and these are my new favorites. Already.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see all the other colorways. I like these.
This is the Unapologetic. It's going to be released July 1st.
Yeah.
If they would have put silver on there, I would have loved it even more, but it's okay. Yeah. I'll rock with the gold.
Yeah.
But the pink and purple, that's my thing. These shoes, it's nice. But then you also got these. She's dropping a team colorway. So you got the red ones, the white ones, the black ones. There's going to be a wolf gray one that drops later. This will be in the fall.
Ooh, that wolf gray sounds my speed.
The wolf gray is going to be dropping later in the year. These other 3 will be dropping in the fall.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to wait for those. That wolf gray
what but to have everybody in their pockets. Listen, all these she already done drop 3, 4 different.
I think blue, 4. The pink, and what was the other? White.
The white,
right?
the pearls, and then the kids one that's
white.
like the multicolor one. There's 4.
Oh, I didn't see the what other multicolor one? I didn't see those.
It was it's like a kids one. It's had mainly looks like it's white or gray, but it has like little yellow, little blue, little. Yeah.
Yeah, that wolf gray sounds like my type of. I'd like to see that.
Even these white ones go hard, or the black ones. I don't know.
Yeah, the black ones look pretty good too. But that wolf
this
gray,
is like a new Air Max situation.
Yeah,
I hope they're as comfortable as Air Maxes because I need to still go try a pair on first before I.
Marcus has a pair. I could show you a shoe right now. I could just grab it really quickly.
Yeah, but I need to try them on. I need to have my foot in one to see how it fits.
I'm gonna grab his shoe. I think he has it. I'm gonna grab it.
She's gonna go steal his shoe real quick.
Just go take it. Okay. This is a big shoe.
Yeah.
This is my first time actually holding the shoe and looking at it. And I looked at it. I was like, oh, he got them? I didn't even get them.
They're nice. I just want to feel them on my foot.
Yeah. He's repping.
It looks good. It looks good.
But I want to see that wolf gray. I think that'll be nice. I want to see what that looks like. Silver too. Nice. Silver swoosh on there.
Silver. That would be nice.
Pearlized silver. Let me just see it.
I know. Heather said, listen, we said the design is sexy and we just need more. Well, she's going to give us colorways until we sick in the face. Cause I can see this. Well, you already got
bring
what?
it on.
That's
Bring it on,
3,
not everybody's
4,
gonna rock the Meek
5,
like
and
that.
you got 9 colorways in the last 4 months. So this is gonna be wild.
She introduced more shoes than the dunks to be doing. So I'm all about. And I didn't even realize I like the signature Asia on the back. That's so cute. But yeah, I want to see more. Yeah.
Heather said, not as comfortable as Air Max. That's what I'm saying. Like I need to feel them on my feet because I don't wear usual. I don't own LeBrons. I don't own Kobe's. I don't own Kyrie's. I don't own hoop shoes. So I thought this was going to be more of like a everyday / hoop shoe. I was hoping for comfort in there somewhere, but I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, it's a shoe to wear to the games. I don't know.
I guess
shoe for
maybe.
The games. I guess.
I don't know.
Just something to put on. I'm not going to walk a trail in them, but I'm definitely,
So we talked about the Commissioner's Cup. The Fever earned a spot. The Lynx earned a spot. WNBA also has a Pride schedule. So I know our Pride game is going to be this Sunday with the Fever, but every team has their Pride night and the Pride schedule. So they're all WNBA Pride. We also have to give a big shout out to not only Bree Hall, but also our girl Chen. She got let go for the she got resigned temporarily. Listen,
they've been doing very well.
Coach Natalie they have the same record as us. I think they're 5-5 or 5-6.
5-6, but they had a good win streak at one point starting off. They started off their season very well. They did pretty good.
And aren't they the ones that that gave the loss to Minnesota? Or
yeah, they gave it to Minnesota. Yeah, because Fever gave the loss to Liberty, but Minnesota,
that's big time.
Is she still Becky's assets? What is going on over there?
Well, and then you got Marsh over there struggling in Chicago. So I don't know.
I was questionable about him even getting that position, to be quite honest with you.
And
not to knock it, but I mean, I'm happy for the brothers.
Because I saw an interview with Lisa Lester that said she had put her name in the hat for a couple of WNBA coaches, didn't get a call back, and she's like, I'm never doing it again. I will never.
I don't blame her. And that probably would have been an awesome look for her to be.
Absolutely. If she could have been like Chicago's coach, come on.
I don't understand that, but okay. I don't blame her.
Wow.
Lisa, go and do, you're a legend. Go do what you do.
I know. Speaking of some legends, the Women's Hall of Fame of Basketball inductees got their ceremony this past weekend. We got to see Sue Bird, Sylvia Foles, Alana Beard, Cappie Pondexter, all get inducted, which is huge for them, huge for the sport. So big time for the ladies.
Very good.
Yeah. You also got, Paige Bucks already has her own Gatorade flavor.
Well, she's gonna have a lot of stuff. I like Paige though.
I love her. So, she was actually the first college player with the NIL for Gatorade. And so now Gatorade, of course, because she loves Shirley Temples, has made her a Shirley Temple Gatorade.
I want to try it. I used to like Shirley Temples too.
I mean, it might be the best tasting one. Who knows?
I know. It won't taste like sweat in the doggone.
Right.
It tastes like sweat to me. But I would love to try.
I was never a Gatorade person.
Yeah, I never was either because it tastes like sweat too. It's just gross. But that Shirley Temple sounds good.
I'm gonna play a little video though. So this was we're gonna talk about the Fever Sun game last night.
Yes.
And the Caitlin, Mabry, Sophie, JC. Here's the first interaction with Caitlin and Marina Mabry.
Watch when Caitlin Clark is trying to create some space. It looked like she just got hit in the eye there.
Ooh, and Marina Mabry. I missed that one, Idona.
Oh, I missed that one too.
So that was the first one.
And Tina Charles is waving her finger, so they checked her too.
There was text given out all the time.
Okay.
And then that was earlier in the game, towards the end of the game. We got the Sophie and Lacey.
Biggest issue for Connecticut, just 40 minutes of basketball.
Oh boy, Sheldon and Cunningham are getting into it. These two teams do not like each other.
So here's the deal. Here's my take. Just one thing is that if you've been watching the WNBA longer than Caitlin Clark, you will know that Marina Mabrey and Sophie Cunningham are those two girls. They are the girls that are always talking. They're always pushing. They're always shoving. Like, Sophie had her nickname after Tarasi. Like Tarasi was that same person, always trying to do the little extra stuff. The Bulldog. That's where Sophie got it from.
Yeah.
Now she's over there with a fever. And then you got Marina. Then you, like they mentioned, is that the Sheldon and Caitlin have been going back at each other since Big Ten. They've been doing it since college, and it's gone back and forth. We're just seeing more physicality in the WNBA. And of course, the refs weren't doing much about it at the time. It got
WNBA action is fantastic. I mean, this is what we see in NBA games. This is what we're seeing in WNBA games.
And it's making, look how much it blew up on social media and the news. Like, here's the deal. No one got hurt. Technicals were given. Fines were given. No one's been suspended for any game.
Fined on that end. They said there were no penalties given for.
No, there was a fine for Sophie.
I think she may have got fined.
Sophie got
fined. But they weren't giving. So again, this is the competitive nature of anybody that's going up against a Fever. There's a rivalry tension, clearly, of past. This is basketball. This is sports. This is what we see. And
Nora said she got hit like Cam Chancellor was on the court.
What's that?
I said Nora said she got hit like Cam Chancellor was on the court. Heather said let him fight.
Hey,
listen,
I'll take it. And the thing of it is Caitlin Clark, not for nothing, talks trash too. If her mic was on, if you could hear her mic, she's
like Larry Bird. She literally is talking smack the entire time. Yeah,
she probably talks the most. We're not hearing or seeing what or hearing what's being heard, but she definitely gets her trash talk in. And I feel like for nothing, you poke me in the eye, the natural reaction is to push off or whatever, because that eye poke ain't fun. And it hurts.
Give me my space for a second.
Yeah, it hurts. But a poke in the eye warrants a natural reflex of hitting somebody. Like, what the hell? My eye. You just gave me an eye.
But that's when Sheldon went and bumped her again. And then you see Tina and then Mabrey, and it's like, okay, this is gone, guys.
Hey,
I mean, I ain't mad at it. I loved me some 80s, Bad Boys, Bulls, like everything. Like, but as long as fouls are called correctly, as long as the girls are playing well. I need the game
officiated correctly. I need all games to be officiated correctly. Call the games right. There was no flagrant involved. Even throw that word out there was crazy. I mean, it's just a chippy situation.
It was wild. I think both sides I love the WNBA. I love all the players. I'm not mad at anybody, but I think that there's a lot of fans that are just one-sided on the Caitlin Clark thing and others that are opposite.
Well, we know that. There's always been a bias when it comes to her. She has the narrative of that bias. So we always know that. That was the same thing with Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. I mean, we've been through this before.
And I'm just saying that there's more. We're seeing what I'm saying is like there already is that bias for both sides of her. Half people don't like her, half people love her, and will die for her. But my thing is like she's really just out there playing. I don't think it's gone any I mean, I don't think she would. I've seen her be overly dramatic, not be touched. She has a little bit of a LeBron.
Be very aggressive, and I've seen her do some shady stuff. But again, from what you're saying on those biases, she does get a pass at times. So that's where it gets to be. Where is the disparity when it comes to everyone else and then her? Because those biases are more leaning towards her than the ones of Les's saying that they don't like her. I don't think there's anybody out there that hates Caitlin Clark. But I do know there's people out there that hate Angel Reese.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean?
I love Angel. I'm with Elevate. As long as
there's no.
You're bringing more eyes to the game. I can't complain. Like,
I'm not complaining at all. And I think she's a phenomenal player, in both respects, in both regards. The thing of it
they're both doing
Clark
things
can get dirty too, and she has done some dirty things, and they don't call it.
Absolutely.
So, come on. And they shouldn't have called on this one. They did the right thing. They pretty much kind of stayed out of it. And I kind of like that. They reviewed and they just got to
let them play some. Yeah. And I think what people don't realize too is that when you're seeing after the game or outside of the game of basketball, even though these girls are chippy on the court, they usually are giving hugs and stuff afterwards. Like this is their work.
Dinner afterwards. They're meeting up. They're all
like they're literally. This is their job. This is their competitiveness. They're here to play and to win. So they're gonna do whatever. That's part of the game. Is you gotta take it and leave it off the court whenever you do. So
or leave it on the court, and just go home with whatever. You know what I mean? And so I'm not taking it off the court because then that'd be
I hate when the refs are a factor. Yeah, but I don't think they were too bad here. I think I think that last foul that Sophie had on what was her name on JC was
Well, what she did on JC Sheldon, she put her on a
by
doggone
they were
headlock.
up by
So I
like
see that.
they were up by like 15 points. Like, you're already
Yeah.
winning. Why do you need to do this? So that was a little extra. But Sophie is extra. I mean, I think it was Heather that said she's a Barbie and a bulldog. Like, that's
Well, she is.
so,
And have you seen Sophie Cunningham's runway through the tunnel? Have you seen the outfit she wears?
again, Barbie and a bulldog. Like, she is.
That ain't Barbie, honey. That's catching. She's fishing. She had her clappers out. She's wearing sheer neck. Have you seen the looks? I need to see. I need you to just go.
I've seen like mini skirts that bury the cover.
Serving looks in the tunnel.
Listen, I see them. I just
and it ain't Vogue. It's like we going to the club after. We
Barbie wasn't Vogue either. You know what Barbie was wearing? She had barely anything on either.
I love my Barbie.
Barbie was getting it too.
Okay.
Listen, shoot.
But yeah, the look she serves is like, okay, we know what we're dealing with. She's a demon on the court. She's got demon time after.
She is. She is. All right.
So, but it's making, like I said, it's just fascinating, and it brings up topic of conversation to even discuss this, and I'm loving it because it's gonna get like that. Dylan Brooks is a bulldog. Get nobody like him. Everybody hates him in the NBA.
What's crazy is that I didn't like
all of that.
Yeah. I didn't like Sophie in Phoenix, but I like her in Indiana. I like that she has like, I like that she's like the little pit bull behind Caitlin, kind of like, you know, Caitlin always walks away.
She learned from Diana.
Yeah.
Diana walks so she can run. So that's what it is.
That part. It's hilarious. NBA, moving on to NBA, we are officially in the finals. We are in game 6 tomorrow. The first 5 games have been legitimately great. It's been a great, and as much as I hate to say this, I didn't want to see either one of these teams in it. It's been a great series.
I'm pulling for AKC. I know you don't like that. I
hate it. I know. That's why I got my Sonic jersey on.
I know.
So they're in Indiana tomorrow. Game is 5:30, but regardless, it's been a great series.
So the calf strain. Should Halliburton play or not play?
I mean, I feel like you have to. It's game 6, win or go home.
I feel like it's win or never come back.
Oof.
Because you can get this far, but you don't know if you're ever going to get this far again. Or with that, you don't know what But they're both young Tito teams. Like, all they got to do is work some magic and make it happen. I feel like he needs to play. I don't want to hear the captain. Michael and Kobe would never. They're gonna be out there. There's no decision of anything. It's not severe like what KD was going through or anything like that.
I mean, the fact that they didn't even say anything at all as to whether you're playing shows that you obviously have the ability to play, because they would have said from the get-go.
And he stayed in the game even with the strain. You just were getting double teamed, and that defense was on your butt. You couldn't make a shot if you wanted to. They figured you out, calf strain or not. You played 34 minutes in that game. You usually average 42, 43? Yeah. All right. You go get out there, because guess what? You may not be back there again.
Absolutely. We also have to give it up for Jalen Williams, who a big old 40 piece.
That guy. Oh my God.
What's with this period of 22, 23-year-old men that are Jalen? I think Jalen was the top name during that time. I remember when the draft happened. I know one of the basketball NFL drafts, we saw like the McDaniel and Jalen, Jaden's, like those are like the most popular name from what?
Yeah, Jalen's are winning right now.
So from 2000 to 2005, like that Jaden thing, they're all winning. Like,
they are
with the name.
The name Jalen, Jalen Hurts, Jalen Williams, both got possible championships.
Jay McDaniels, it's just everything. Everything is wild. So
never know.
Game 6 tomorrow. Come on, Pacers. Here's the deal. I hate rooting for the Pacers, because
just stay neutral then, because I don't understand it.
But I just can't root for the Thunder.
I understand that. I understand.
I just want my Sonics back. That's all I want. I just want my Sonics.
They coming back. Don't worry, they coming.
I know. Then there was the big Desmond Bain trade headed to the headed to the Magic.
KCP and a couple other.
And the Grizzlies got a whole new roster off of it. They got KCP, Cole Anthony, 4 first-round picks.
Oh, they're gonna be like
OKC Bain with all
worth round picks.
Is he worth 4? That's crazy. That's a whole
guy.
roster.
I had him on my fantasy league, and I wasn't disappointed. So.
Okay. Interesting.
But that's a lot. That's a lot. I don't know if I'd do the 4 first rounders. That's a lot.
Right.
And KCP, you gotta understand, on the other side. So that, and then having Cole Anthony, that's kind of, Cole Anthony definitely is a good prospect.
But those first round picks, so that could be
first round picks though, that hurts.
Game
Wow,
changer.
we're gonna be like, okay, see with all those first rounders.
The NBA draft is also gonna. I think that's next week.
Oh, really? Already?
Yeah, already. And you know, Dallas got number 1 off that rigged lottery that we didn't talk about either. But
and good for them. They deserve it. And I think everybody needs to owe Nico Harrison an apology about Luka, because we saw what Luka Doncic was doing. But have you seen summer body Luka now? Have you seen him?
I need to be on Luka. What's Luka's diet?
Luka has been summer bodying in the gym. He has slimmed down. He's getting arms. But can he play and shoot and guard? Because that's where that needs to coincide.
And who will be on the team with him?
But he is consciously in the gym right now, getting his body ready, and he's looking good. I'm like, okay,
I ain't mad
Luka,
at it.
You've heard my cries. You got to get in there and get your fitness on.
Heard your cries more like you're like disdain.
Putting them donuts and beer down, and you getting your fitness on. Yes.
Oh man. Hey, speaking of some basketball, I want to transition this into the NFL real quickly, because you know how much I love me some Keon Coleman for the Bills, and all of his Wild Out videos, and just his fresh face / like just he just doesn't, he's just there. And I love him. But this man threw down. He played in the Damari Hamlin's celebrity basketball game, scored 60 points.
Wasn't he a hooper anyway?
Oh my God. You in? Hey! 5 more. Hey! Hey! Go ahead. You got it. Pull up. Ooh! Hey! You look like Nimhard.
Just going off.
I mean, the thing of it is wasn't he a hooper anyway? If it weren't for the NFL, he probably would have been
I only know him in football.
No, this guy was an elite basketball player for Florida State. Like, he was that guy.
Know.
So, and then not for nothing, you're playing a celebrity game. Who you're playing against? Kai Cenat, Drewski, or whoever. I mean, there's no defense put up.
Not even them.
But he is a hooper by trade. If it weren't for NFL playing a wide receiver position, he would have been a baller.
Well, see, I didn't know.
He's a basketball guy, so that doesn't surprise me.
Unbelievable.
It's impressive, but he was a hooper. So that's par for the course. He got the right one for the celebrity game to win on the team. Sure. Charity. Sure. That was the right one to definitely get. And who says that football players can't play basketball? Because this guy was a college basketball player.
Yeah, like, Heather said he played too. She thought it was Michigan, but she's not sure. Whatever it is,
it could have been Michigan. It was one of those. I know he went to Florida
State
too, but he was a big time hooper, even in high school.
I didn't know that. I didn't realize.
Like, he's that guy. So that didn't surprise me.
I love it.
And you're playing against out of shape celebrities or whoever that are probably 5'7", 5'8". I mean, 60 is easy. Light work.
I mean, most definitely they are. I just found. I guess I was just like.
You thought it was a phenom, huh? I mean, and it is. It's great, but again, this is who he is. And 5'7", 5'8", you're gonna humble and sun everybody on the court. You're gonna look like Ralph 60.
Training camps coming up for the NFL. Most teams start reporting back, whether it be somewhere between July 12th and July 22nd. I think the first couple of teams, like the Chargers and Lions that played the Hall of Fame game on the 31st of July, they start earlier, but training camp's coming. And I think every team...
it's interesting. I saw the Raiders training camp. They get the clear plastic bubble ball, and they get in those and tumble, and Pete Carroll's making it really fun for them out there. And they're looking good. I mean, it's hot, but they're doing it. And... I don't know. I look forward 11 Sundays till the NFL season starts.
Is that it?
11.
Oh, wow.
Can you believe it?
Coming up so fast.
11. It's coming up so soon. I got to book my flight for the Texans and Raiders game in Texas.
Oh, that'll be a good one.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. What was I gonna show? I think there was one other thing here. Oh no, that
There's a
might
couple
be
girl
it.
power moments. I know
Oh,
you
definitely girl power. Oh, I wanted to say, of course, you got Shohei Ohtani is back on Monday.
Yes, Monday we get to see his pitching action since the Angels.
Yeah, that happened
time.
last Monday. We pitched for 1 inning.
Yeah, and I didn't get to see.
No, he did 1 inning. I guess he did all right. So yeah, that's good. But I need to talk about Cal, the big dumper.
Oh
This
yeah,
man hit his 27th home run. Okay. And it was a grand slam. He's on pace for 61 right now. He is a full-time catcher. He is a switch hitter. He has 25 of his 27 home runs have not been on a DH. Most catchers that have gotten high into like the 50s and whatever of home runs have usually had like 15 or so DHs. So they've been designated hitters for most of those
well,
runs.
I guess he will be on the MLB All-Star roster for the home run derby.
I believe he's the number 1 for catchers right now. So that's great. Yeah, I know.
Huh. How are the Mariners doing, by the way?
We won't talk about that part.
Okay, not for nothing. Okay.
We were doing great for a while, and then June happened.
Yeah, it's early,
we did have a win yesterday, I think.
Okay,
not today, but
it's early.
June. We have our struggles. It's like a roller coaster. You up and really good for a while, and then you're down. So it just depends on when that roller coaster hits in September. We don't know if we're up in September or if we're down in September.
It's early though.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's early. So
it is early. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but as regarding to the MLB All-Star voting, you can vote actually 5 times. My mom mentioned this and I said, Mom, have you voted yet? She said, I'm going to. I said, well, you better get your 5 votes in a day.
Just go refresh, vote, refresh. We wake up every day voting. When you have that kind of free time, you have no choice but to keep voting.
Just out there doing the most.
I love it. Shout out to Doreen Ferris.
Shout out to Mom. We love you. Some girl power moments before we end. Of course, we got to talk about Neza. Is it Neza?
Yes.
Yeah. So this brave young woman who we love was told by the Dodgers right before she took the field to not sing the national anthem in Spanish. And so she went out there and did.
She said, "No comprende, señor."
Yeah, right. She said, I just feel like I had to do what I need to do. Para mi gente. So she said, my parents are immigrants. They've been citizens my whole life at this point, but I just can't imagine them being ripped away from me. Not now, not when I was a kid, never. So amazing for her, of course. Then after the whole thing, the Dodgers officials said that she would not face any consequences. What consequences are you gonna forgive her?
She already did it.
She did
and they invited her back. How about that? The only consequences they can say, she may not be invited back, but guess what? The invitation is he is invited back.
And probably had more people there jamming for that than any other person.
Absolutely. And they were there for her. Shoot. What are we talking about?
This whole ice thing is wild. That's it. You just need a mental health break. And shout out on that same note, shout out to the Angel City FC, the soccer team. And they handed out over 10,000 shirts to their fans to Immigrant City Football Club that said Los Angeles is for everyone in English and Spanish on the back. So Los Angeles is para todos. Listen, this was amazing. I loved all the players wore them. The coach had it on. So
good.
Keep standing up.
Good.
Also, big shout out to Trinity Rodman. She partnered with Adidas for their first ever cleats that are built and for women athletes.
Good.
Well, I didn't realize, I've never been a soccer player because it's just not my sport, is that it has never been a women's soccer shoe for Adidas.
Yeah, but they never had one.
It's specifically designed for females. They usually have thinner and more narrow feet, higher arches. So I couldn't imagine playing in men's shoes and not fitting my feet right. So this is called the F50 Spark Fusion. She helped shape the design, and it's unique to the women's needs on the field. It's designed to offer more secure, comfortable fit from head to toe. Well, they got the right spokesperson. Yeah, absolutely.
I like it.
And I had another one. I think it was Angel. I don't know if I had the picture, but of course, Angel Reese, she did the Me Bounds, trademarked Me Bounds. Listen, the girl gonna make money off whatever, even if you're getting on her for something or making fun of her, she gonna make this money.
Well, she took
She
a
got
note of the three-peat from Pat Riley to go ahead and just,
absolutely.
anytime people are throwing hate at you on the me bounds and the rebounds, and that's where it came from,
Yep.
profitize off of it. Why not?
And she is. So she got the pendant petting for that. So we can't
Yeah, that's good.
we can't be mad. We can't be mad.
No, not at all.
Yeah. Oh, look at Heather said. She said all my Adidas cleats have been all men's. I had no idea.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. I never
I
thought
played
of it
indoor
that way.
soccer
Megan
one
Rapinoe,
time. It's
those
one
two for Megan
season. That was
Rapinoe,
it.
like, interesting. Yeah, okay.
Well, they said that for only for Adidas. So I don't know if Nike has ever had a women's cleat.
Well,
but
that's
this
what
is
I
the
was curious
first
at.
for
Like
Adidas,
nothing, like
yeah.
no women's cleat ever.
Well, I
I
mean,
feel
maybe
like
we're just
Nike would have
getting.
one with Megan.
Maybe it's just because now we're in that women's shoe big time.
Huh.
You know, I don't know.
I'm gonna have to look into Google and see what that's all
Yeah,
about.
look into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that's our show for this week.
We missed you guys.
We
immensely.
missed you guys. If you're just catching the end, or if you just caught
Yeah.
bits and pieces, you can always catch the full replay on Facebook. You can also make sure to subscribe and like our YouTube channel at Girl Chat Sports. Follow us on all social media.
Yep.
Thanks to those that watch on Instagram. We had a nice little gathering up in there. We appreciate you.
Oh, we
the show's
did?
been great.
I wasn't on Insta. See. Oh, no.
Oh yeah, Stephanie Washington was in there. Hi, Steph.
Hi,
Dre
Steph.
Day was in there.
Okay.
We got Guru, Governor.
All right, Guru.
Let's see a few other people. You know, people.
Shout out to Guru too. I
Ken
need
was
to get
in there
back with
too.
him,
I
but
saw
shout out to
Ken in
him
there
on TikTok because his TikTok following is ridiculous, and I love his bucking around. If you guys ever get a chance, go on his YouTube channel as well as if you have TikTok, his bucking around page where he's interviewing a lot of the Buccaneers fans, going live with other sports fans for Bucks, talking just straight Buccaneers football and everything else around it. So
You gotta love it.
Shout
One
out to
day, I
him.
don't know if I have to
I'm,
get on
you know,
the get on the tip.
it's banned, ain't it? You guys can't download it, right? I told you to get on it when it was time to get on it. You
No,
don't
it's
have to
not
be active.
banned. Because you
I
know
thought you couldn't download it.
that clown don't ever do what he's saying he's doing.
So you can
Let's
download
start
TikTok
there.
then? It's not
I
blocked?
believe so, because whenever I do my cap cut to make my reels and stuff, it always sends me straight to it always strains me straight to the app store to download TikTok. That's
Well,
how I
then you
get the
need to get
music.
on a good foot and download. I don't know what you're
I know.
waiting for.
I don't know. It's just
What
one
are you
extra
waiting
thing
for?
that I don't need to be wasting time at right now. Maybe one day. Anyways, you guys,
it does take you. It does take.
I
you.
know, and I already get taken enough sometimes on because my Instagram's full of like dog reels because I always like dog reels, so I get more and more dog reels. So then I'm just watching
the
dogs.
algorithms
And
go crazy on that TikTok.
my
It will
algorithms
take you
go
through a hole.
crazy.
It will. But shout out to him and Bucking Around. It is a great show and platform, and I've chimed in on there, and it's a good look.
All right. Well, we appreciate y'all. We'll catch you later. We're not sure when we'll catch you. That's for sure. All right. See you later.
Happy
Bye.
Juneteenth, everybody. Happy
Happy
Freedom Day.
Juneteenth. Yes.